Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you are unaware, we've been doing a series on Instagram called Palette of the Week. We've done it in the past and then we kind of stopped because Instagram sucks, and then we're, just doing it now. So this week we've been using the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I believe the editing app I use doesn't allow adding pictures, but I'm gonna see if I can. If I can, I'll insert some pictures in the video of the looks we've done. If not, just you can go ahead and check them out on our Instagram or Twitter. Those will be linked down below. But here is the palette, and it's really, really pretty. It's just a nice, summery palette. I don't want to call it neutral, but it is neutral for us. But I am going to use that today. But the look I'm going to do isn't going to be super revolutionary. I do have an interview today, so I don't want to do anything super crazy. So I'm going to zoom you on in and we're going to do a little eye look, and then I'll do my base on camera too, but whether or not I do a talk through or just zoom on through, I'll let you know. Okay, so we've got my nice little red face here. I've been tanning like the terrible white person I am, but I just have a vacation coming up and I don't want to self-tan during that time, so yeah. So I'm nice and red. I'm not going to do my brows yet. I'm probably just gonna brow gel them as per usual, but for my eye primer I'm gonna use the Morphe eyelid primer right here. It's a translucent eye primer, so nothing revolutionary, but I don't want to use ABH every day because then I'll run out of it. We are sufficiently primed. I'm going to go in with the shade Morgan. It's this little peachy shade right here. I'm going to do like a soft halo eye, so I'm just going to put that on the inner and outer corner. These shades do show up a little bit darker on the skin than they look in the pan. Like this shade looks very, very light, and on the eye it turns out a little bit darker. So just keep that in mind. If you have a little bit of a deeper skin tone, you may be able to get some use out of this. And then on my Morphe M573, I'm going to go in with the shade Morning, which is just a very light yellow color right below Morgan. And I'm just going to blend out the edges with that. I haven't used this color yet, so we'll see what goes on. I'm sorry if this is kind of a weird setup. When I'm sitting in my tall chair, like, you can't see my face. It's very confusing. Something's up with our tripod, so we gotta fix that. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Morgan. Just re-intensify. So you guys are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna be the most boring person on earth and take the shade Agate, this little light gold shimmer, and pop it in the center of the lid. Again, I do have an interview today. I do know the hiring managers, but on interview days, I don't really like to go like with makeup, like I don't want them to look at me and be like, whoa. She wildin', but my manager's interviewing me, so it doesn't really matter. But still, I'm gonna be profesh with some chill, beautiful eye makeup. But I'm just gonna pop this right in the center of the lid. These shimmers are really, really pretty. They do pick up well with a brush. I'm just gonna tap it above the crease. Kind of go almost up to the brow bone. And then back in with the shade Morgan, that peachy shade. Back in with my little brush. This is really boring, but it is really pretty. It's just very simple and summery, and then you throw on some lashes. Easy peasy. It might be a good, lazy day vacation type makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the other eye off camera and then throw on some brow gel, and we will be back to do the face. Alright, so we're gonna do the base. I'm just gonna hold up the products I'm using and kind of speed on through. Ignore the atrocity that is my hair. For the outro, I'll have it all done so you can kind of see the completed look, but just ignore that for now and I'll just hold up the products as I use them. Alright, so here's the base. It's a little bit matte for my preference, but I forgot to prime, so you know, that's my fault. So for the lower lash line, it's gonna be super simple again. So I'm gonna take that peachy shade Morgan and run it under there. And my little brother and my cousin are out there, so if you can hear children speaking, that's why. Then I'm taking Morning again, that more yellowy shade, and blending that out under the lower lash line as well. My Fenty Beauty highlighter in Mean Money and Hussla Baby. I'm going to use the side Hussla Baby, I think the most intense side. And pop that right in the inner corner. So I'm going to run my Wet n Wild brow gel in the shade Nothing But Brunette through my eyebrows for my brows today. That's all I do, ever. Somehow I got a dot of brow gel through here. I'm gonna leave that and spoolie it out later. I'm gonna pop off camera and do my hair, and by do my hair I mean like slick it back in a ponytail, add some setting spray, and then I'll put on some lashes, which are probably gonna be Tati lashes in TL3 or TL4, but we will find out, and I will be back in a bit to show you the completed look. I'm also gonna throw on a gloss, so yeah. So here's the, the completed look here. I put on some Angel Wings Cosmetics lashes in the style Luna. I didn't end up doing the Tati lashes because I want something a little bit more like extra and wispy since I did such a natural like eye look. Sorry this video was kind of all over the place, and sorry the tutorial was kind of like simple, but I know a lot of people do like simple looks, and I know a lot of the people that watch us don't normally wear crazy looks from our insides. Normally it's just people that we like are in Iowa with us, I guess, that we grew up with. Final verdict on the palette. So my boyfriend got it for me for our birthday. I think it is a beautiful palette. I like that it is a little bit smaller than the average Natasha palette. Here, I'll show you. Comparison to the Tropic palette, it's a little bit smaller. It's still got all of the shades needed, but the pan sizes are smaller. So that's why it's a little bit cheaper. This one was around $65 and this one was $130, something like that. And then her larger palettes are like $2 something. But I really love how this is a little bit of a smaller pan size, so you can test out Natasha shadows for a little bit of more of like a Huda Beauty type price. I think the color selection in here is beautiful. I would like a little bit of a deeper matte in here. That would be nice, but I'm not, overall it is very nice. The shade Clove is the deepest, but I like that there's no, you know, warm browns. It truly is just a sunrise palette. I think it's a perfect summer palette, and I think that you can pair it with a lot of colors. Like I've paired it with some blues and I think it looks really beautiful. So I think this is a really good palette for someone that likes more neutral colors but wants to branch out a little bit. I think this would be a really good choice. And the nice thing is, you know, most of the time we don't pan out eyeshadow palettes, or people that use or that have like millions of eyeshadow palettes, they don't pan them out. So it's nice that you can get it for a little bit cheaper, but you still have all the shades needed. So I really, really like this palette. And I may take it traveling with us on vacation. I think it would be a really good vacation palette. And sorry I'm slouching a little bit because if I sit like this, where's my head? I don't know what's going on with the camera. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you think about all the looks that we've been creating down below. Go ahead and check them out on Instagram and Twitter, which again will be linked down below. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!